All right, all right, all right. There he is. How you feeling, man? You
What's
feeling
going
good?
on?
Feeling
Good,
good?
man.
West Coast dog you?
Yeah, just enjoying everything the West Coast has to offer. Beautiful weather.
Smog, traffic.
I actually been smog free, and I got the convertible. I've been riding with the top down for the past few days,
Any car
breathing in
chase?
that good air.
Any car chases? Because
Uh,
LA's famous for that, bro. I mean, you kind of live for that. That
no car chase.
somebody clips your car while there's 8 cops chasing them and stuff like that. I love watching the car chases in LA. Those are classic.
No car chase, but I did hear the Dolphins PR staff or comm staff um, got caught up in a paparazzi firestorm when they went out to dinner a few nights ago.
Oh God.
I think there was a Real Housewife there or something like that.
Oh God. Yeah.
But no, man. Honestly, I've been trying to quantify it because for some reason I can put up with traffic more out here than I can in Miami. Like it's not good out here. Like it took me 50 minutes to get like 9 miles the other
I know.
day.
I've been to LA a lot, and it is the worst, bro.
But
LA, and Atlanta also.
Atlanta is awful.
Oh my
But like
God!
I feel
Because
like
at least with LA, you might be able to get off and use another, some other boulevard or something to get by. But unless you're, stuck in the valleys and all that. But that's the thing about Atlanta. There's a lot of mountains, and so once you're stuck in those highways, bro, you are stuck. There's no way out. There's no.
I feel like that with Miami too. At least going down 95 or Palmetto, like there's not a lot of ways around.
Yeah, you're still kind of a newbie in town. There's a
And
lot.
just for where I have to go, I have to go to Miami Gardens and back downtown. That's usually there's not a whole lot of ways around that. I forget what street I've taken, but I've taken a street all the way down.
You could take 27th right off of
Yeah,
right out of the stadium down. You could take Northwest 7th right parallel with I-95 at times. You can then, if you're going to the beach, you can then get off and go to Biscayne and take Biscayne down. There's different ways.
Biscayne could be a nightmare too. I don't.
But I mean, if you're stuck in a nightmare I-95, then you go to and try to go to those other avenues that alleviate it a little bit more. Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe LA is just bigger.
Yeah,
Maybe it feels like people drive well out here. I didn't expect that. Like I'm not getting like cut off by somebody 3 lanes over, no blinker.
We are bad here. Yeah, in that sense, we are worse than
It's
LA.
bad in Miami, man. Like with all respect, all due respect.
No, it's I live here. I know, and I've been to LA. LA, the only time you really get it's when there's a car chase, obviously, and then you'll get that.
I had to drive basically from like Dodger Stadium to Inglewood yesterday, and that took me about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that was 20 miles, I think.
I know,
but like it was at 5:30 p.m.
Yeah.
So I was kind of asking for it, but I don't know, just something about it, man. Like I like driving out here with the top down. Like I'll sit in traffic, just basking in the 60-degree sunshine. Like
you also don't have the humidity. You also don't have the humidity you have here. Yeah,
people say it's cold out here. No, this is just what a blessed December is supposed to feel like.
Right.
Like if you're 60 and sunny in December, like that's a good December compared to most places. 80 degrees, 85 and humid is not normal. It's not normal. Like it's I don't know, man. I'm from California though, bro. So y'all gotta bear with me.
No. And I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. I lived in Northern California and I visited Southern California a crap ton of times. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I back you 100% on all of that. We do have the worst drivers out here. There aren't a lot of places that in the country that I've noticed to have worse drivers than what we have here. It's not even close, dude. It's just one of those weird things that comes with our town. By the way, I was just talking about this before you came on. Did you see that graph that came out about performance on third downs this season and how much Tua is pretty much superior to the league? which
Yeah, I
is
mean, we know that that's what made Sunday kind of confusing because like we know what Tua's done on third down throughout the season. So for them to go 0 for 7 against the Niners, like people can dunk, people can poke fun and whatnot, but like it's more aberration than norm. You know, like that's not something I think we expect from him on a consistent basis. He set the expectation already for what he does on third down, for his efficiency on third down.
yeah, no, that to me, I was blown away by the numbers on there and how much of a difference over even the top 5, 10 people right behind him. Let's not mention that Justin Herbert's all the way down at 21. We can leave that out for now. You know what I'm saying? So because everybody, you got people saying, well, if Herbert was here in Miami, he would be having a better year. Well, all I do is I say, well, you know what? Let's just go the totality. Tua's been at a disadvantage for 2 out of the 3 years. Herbert's only at a disadvantage 1 out of the 3 years. And Tua has a 21-10 record with 2 years of disadvantage. And with only 1 year of disadvantage, Herbert is 21-23. So, kiss my ass, whatever, bro. I mean, it's just, I love how people like to spin it, for somebody else's purposes, but for Tua, it doesn't get spun the same way. Although I think I told you, like I told many of the other guys, I think last year, I said, if I put Tua in Minnesota, they're better than they are with Kirk Cousins. If I put Tua with the Rams, they win the Super Bowl. If I put Tua with the Tennessee Titans, he goes farther with the Titans than Ryan Tannehill's ever taken him. And some of you, I don't know if you were one of them, but you guys looked at me with a fisheye. Well,
But
now
this,
a year later, nobody's going to look at me that way because Tua's better than all those quarterbacks I talked.
I thought you meant put him on this year's Rams and they win the Super
No,
Bowl.
no.
Yeah.
Last year's Rams, they
I was gonna say, all right, bro, chill out.
no. No. Last year's Rams, they win the Super Bowl. Last year's Vikings or this year's Vikings, they're better with Tua than they are with Kirk Cousins any day of the week and twice on Sundays. And Tennessee would not have had a choke job last year in the playoffs if they would have had Tua Tagovailoa. You wouldn't have to it wouldn't have to be Derrick Henry all the goddamn time for that team. Now I don't look like a nutbag saying that. But people looked at me like I was out of my mind last year when I'm saying that. And why? Because you're stuck in the prisoner of the moment stuff. That's why. Pretty simple.
I mean,
right?
I'm trying to picture the Vikings offense last year with
It's the same shit they're doing now. It's the same crap. Nothing's changed.
But yeah, I mean, I guess so. I think that systems do matter, and your surroundings do matter. Your teammates and coaching does matter. Like the swiftness for people to call to a system quarterback, like even if he is, like if he's currently in that system and it's working, then who cares? Like, you think Tom Brady cared if people were calling him a system quarterback when they're winning all them Super Bowls in New England? Like, it doesn't matter as long as you're part of it. Like I say, we are so fixated on attributing all the blame or all the credit onto one entity in sports, when in reality, like, it's one of the cliches they tell us that is actually true. Like it takes more than one. It's a collaborative team effort.
Yeah. Bill Walsh had a system in San Francisco for multiple quarterbacks, and multiple quarterbacks had success with his system. That doesn't mean you still have to pick the right quarterback to run your system.
Yeah, like everything has to be right, but like
he still has to make the throws in the key moments, and he still has to place the ball in the right spot. So it's still up to the quarterback, no matter what system it is. You still have to give the guy that threw the ball the credit for putting it in the right place and execute. Look, on Sunday was a perfect example. Mike McDaniel drew it up perfectly, dude. Wide receivers were open.
Yeah, they had plays. They were plays to be made. They just left them on the field.
Hey, you left him right there on the field. That's it. It wasn't, and that's where I could say the system worked. But the quarterback and the offensive line and the running game and everybody else has got to do their job in order for the system to look good. You know what I mean? But if you're objective about last week, it really wasn't at all McDaniel's fault, except for maybe trying to block Boza with two running backs. That's where I would throw McDaniel, Applebon, and Frank completely under the bus. Like, what the hell were you thinking on that one? But outside of that, everything else was perfectly fine, dude. You could have won the game easily if the ball is thrown the right way.
If Tua connected, like, yeah, then you would. And he admitted, he was like, I told my guys, like, I was going to be in a place that I didn't end up being in, and like the communication starts with me. He took responsibility for it, but I don't think it's something to harp over. Like, I don't think it's a long widespread issue.
I'm not even concerned about it, bro. I've watched plenty of quarterbacks have shit days, all kinds of them, from Brady to Breeze to Marino to Elway, you name it, Montana. I've seen them all have bad days. You have a bad day. I have a bad day. I make tons of mistakes. You make mistakes. Happens all the freaking time, dude. It's not, to me, it's not a big deal. What's your gut tell you on Teron Armstead?
I think Teron plays on Sunday. I would expect Teron Armstead to play on Sunday. They have a high-level backup in Eric Fisher as soon as he gets, kind of into game shape.
So but you think he'll be activated this week? Wow.
Eric or Teron?
No, I know. I'm with you. I think Teron's playing. I'm saying Fisher. Is he?
Oh, no. I'm saying, like, that is a high-level backup in case Teron.
Yes. I got you.
The injury. I don't know. It might be active this week. It's O-line. You know what I mean? Like, it can be complicated, but it can be simple at the same. It's like an edge rusher. Like, an edge rusher like Bradley Chubb didn't need a week before he was activated, and ready to play. Like, there's certain terminology and certain things that you need to learn, certain nuances, but like the gist of your job is see quarterback, get quarterback. Like, you don't need a week to prepare for that, with all due respect. Like, that's why he was able to play so quickly. Different position here with Eric Fisher, but just is the same. Like, once you learn your alignments and learn your assignments, your checks, like, your job, protect the quarterback and block the guy in front of you. Like, it should be simple, and rely on your teammates. And as long as they communicate, it should be okay. But yeah, I would expect Teron Armstead to play. We'll see. We got practice here in about. My computer is still on Eastern time. We got practice here in about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's 9:44. I was going to tell you right now. So
yeah, my phone. I keep the computer time on Eastern so that when I'm writing, I know where my deadlines are.
Right.
But phone obviously automatically changes. But yeah, I think again, Teron Armstead plays. In my opinion, we'll see if he's out there today. The fact that he was limited yesterday was a big deal, considering he doesn't necessarily have to practice, in order to be game ready. So the fact that he was out there means he felt good enough to at least test it out. But yeah, McDaniel said that his tolerance for pain, Teron's, is probably greater than anybody he has worked with in his career. And I mean, that kind of shows if he was on the brink of a pectoral tear. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm doing both at the same time. Brazil and Croatia are in PKs right now. But and I think Croatia, they're about to seal it. That's crazy. I thought Brazil would win the whole cup. But no, I think they're in a decent spot.
Never underestimate the checkered folks. Okay, they're always a decent team, dude. They're always scrappy. Croatia, and they have raised their level of play over the last I would say 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah, I mean they're the runner up in 2018, right?
Yeah, bro. Croatia is one of those clubs you don't want to ever face, dude. They're a pain in the ass. They're one of those. And I got to admit, it's also one of my favorite kits to look at.
Yeah, it's a good kit. So is Brazil. This is the good kit matchup. We got Marquinhos up at the spot. If he misses, it's over.
Okay.
Oh, and he hit the bar. He posts out. Oh no! It was it was in. He guessed the wrong way. Croatia advances. Their keeper guessed the wrong way. Marquinhos
Oh,
just hit the. Oh no!
the stands won't be as pretty, unfortunately, because when Brazil's there, the stands are beautiful. It's for me, I just it's all right if we go in the World Cup. Can we just do Brazil Colombia final every year? That's all. I just want a Brazil Colombia final every year. Is there a better looking matchup than Brazil Colombia? Which one would you go with? Is there another better combination?
Uh,
Tough, huh?
crying in the stands is crazy. Probably not.
Right? No, there isn't, right? So
Probably not.
anybody out there, Brazil, Colombia, give me a better looking combination, folks. We're actually not talking about the pitch. We're talking about what's around the pitch. Okay. All right. So I'm just wondering, anybody agree with us out there? There's Chad with coming in with some soccer sense. Colombia's not good. That's not what we're talking about, Chad. Colombia is very good, bro. They are one of the elite teams year in and year out. I'm trying to think which other
Maybe fan bases.
yeah, like what other fan base can we replace? Well, you can't replace Brazil. Like there's no shot. Like who's replacing Colombia? Like what other fan base is like maybe Switzerland? I don't know. I haven't seen. I know Swiss women are beautiful, but I don't remember in the Swiss games like I remember Brazil and Colombia. Trying to remember. No, there isn't. There really isn't another one. Argentina, you'll see some. Venezuela, you'll see some. I got to tell you something. Every time I go see Los Amigos Invisible, all right, which is a Venezuelan progressive rock fusion dance band, I got to say, they're Venezuelan. The Venezuelan women love Los Amigos Invisible. So just in case, if you guys want to see a great band and the looks that walk into that concert, oh my God. I'm just saying.
Chad's at it again.
What did he say?
Said Croatia has that one lady. So I guess as long as we have one fan, we're good. And then somebody threw in Germany as well.
Oh, Germany. That's true. Actually, some of the German women are very, very hot. Yes. How about the Netherlands? Holland's got some nice women too, but no. You know what? I'm going with Croatia. I'm going with Colombia and Brazil. That is the best looking fan bases. I have to go with that. That's it. You couldn't even come up with one.
What, me?
Yeah, no, right? There's no argument here.
I said yeah, that's fine. That one is cool. I don't know, maybe France, but
Yeah, some too, but no, not like Colombia and Brazil, bro. Yeah, we have to give it to Colombia. Sometimes you got to give people their due, bro, and you got to give Colombia and Brazil as the best looking ones out there. So there we go. All right, what do you got? What's your prediction this week? What happens? Does Tua come back really pissed this week? Light it up.
I got Dolphins winning. It was pin drop quiet in that locker room after the game, but the sense I've gotten from them ever since is that they're not down on themselves. They're not upset at themselves. They just realize why we blew an opportunity. It's time to bounce back. I think they do. They seem confident. They seem loose and relaxed in California. I've got Dolphins winning by at least 2 scores, and we're gonna call it that. Everybody's gonna have a good night on Sunday Night Football.
No concerns about Tyreek illness or Waddle ankle or whatever the hell it is.
Tyreek would have to be in the hospital for him not to play.
Right.
Waddle was upgraded yesterday to full. I think he'll be okay. I think they've been managing that injury. Raheem Mostert started rocking the knee brace yesterday, but I don't think it's something that's going to keep him out. So I think this. Look, man, that Chargers defense is not good. That is not San Francisco's D. And, they have stars, but half of them are hurt. Half of them are hurt. They're last against the run. They're one of the worst against the pass from a yards per play standpoint. I think there's a return to normalcy for Miami. They win game number 9. They lock up their first time with 3 straight winning seasons since I believe like 2002. There was a 13-year stretch the Dolphins did not have a losing season. And then after that, they only had maybe 3 winning seasons sprinkled between like 2004 and 2020 or 20. Yeah, 20. And now the
Yes.
start of the new decade.
Remind me of all the crappiness. Go ahead. Just
Start of the decade, man. It's a new time. New time. 3 straight winning seasons. They lock it up on Sunday.
there you go. I like that. I can never complain about that. Plus, McDaniel's got to get them over. He's got to get to at least 11 to 12 wins because they've won 9 and 10. And with this offense, you got to be able to win a couple of extra, overall. You don't think Byron Jones comes back at all this year?
What are we in? Week 13 now?
Yeah.
No, 14.
Okay.
So 15, 16, 17. Remember my week of threes?
Yes, sir.
17. Maybe he's like Odell and comes back for the playoffs. I don't know. I will say you're getting an exclusive here. Maybe. I don't know if anybody else tweeted it. Brandon Jones is in California.
Okay.
Brandon Jones was at practice today. Walking around, getting loose. No brace. Brandon Jones was here.
I thought he was out for the year.
I don't think he's coming back, but as a sign of just where he is in his recovery and where he is in terms of being with the team, Brandon Jones is in California.
Yeah, no, Byron Jones can't be found. You never see Byron Jones. He's completely MIA.
So, I don't think he's, like I said, he wasn't practicing. He wasn't suited up. I saw him walking, doing laps around the field. And again, looked like he was just kind of like loosening that knee up a little bit, but no brace on it. No brace on it.
Nice. Okay.
We're a month and a half, 2 months out of surgery. I thought it's great to see from him, in terms of him making a full recovery in the future. But yeah, man. I was tweeting out B Jones. I see B Jones here at practice, and then correct it afterwards to say Brandon, but I didn't want to be an asshole. So
right.
It's Brandon Jones here.
By the way, I thought it was really cool that Willie McGinnis was out there sharing some knowledge. I thought that was actually really, really cool on McDaniel's part to allow a guy like that, to go in there and share some knowledge. I like Willie McGinnis. He looks like a cool dude.
Yeah, so, but all right, it's about time for me to beat some traffic, man.
All right, get the hell out of here. We will catch up with you on Sunday night, my friend. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. See y'all then.
And of course, Edge Energy Drink, baby, 78 calories, delicious, smooth, and zero aftertaste. I tell you this all the time. I can't tell you this enough about Edge Energy Drink. Take the challenge. Support our show, man. Support the great people that support us, John, and the great people at Edge. Edge is about to just explode. You're going to see it all over the place. This 2023 is going to be such an enormous year, and you're going to say, wow, I remember it all started off here on the show with Big O talking about Edge, and it's going to be a national brand, and it's going to just explode. I'm telling you, this is right on the brink of everything that's going to go on with Edge. Delicious, smooth, and zero aftertaste. 78 calories, folks, and you can order it right to your home, your office. You can't get it in stores, not yet at least. myedgedrink.com. That's myedgedrink.com. Only 78 calories. An amazing elixir. I love mixing it with Grey Goose. It is awesome. myedgedrink.com.